This is the route that we took on our great cruise. We sailed from Sydney to Melbourne, then down to Burnie in Tasmania, and then across the ocean to Milford Sound in New Zealand. We sailed on the Holland America liner, the NOORDAM. We took a train, which is actually a bus, from Moss Vale up to Sydney to meet up with the NOORDAM. The NOORDAM was anchored at White Bay, which was a change for us. There's the Lido deck and the pool and spas, and the roof does come over if it gets rough. This is the sea view pool, but in this case it's really the Sydney view pool. Closing up the pool roof. Our sailing has been delayed till 2 o'clock because of the tides. They were doing repairs, which we missed the tidal sailing time. After a pleasant evening meal, we wandered around the ship enjoying some of the entertainment on board. Sunday morning, view from my veranda. It was well after 2 o'clock before we sailed out of Sydney. I'm afraid I slept through the big event last night. But we're out to sea now, somewhere between Sydney and Melbourne. They've got the most beautiful, real orchids. They're just absolutely exquisite. And there's the exquisite man with whom I live. Look, he's turning them around now. That'll be right. Oh yeah, I see. He's got a reason. Thank you. He's eating his breakfast. He's having sunny side up, or no, easy over. I'm halfway through already my omelette. Very healthy. In the afternoon we enjoyed a presentation of Rhythm and Music of Australia performed by Dinnerwin. Did you hear the kookaburra then? He's pretty good. It's now 10 to 8 and we're rapidly approaching the pier at Melbourne. G'day Melbourne. Come give us a little pushing little tugboat.
Just in case we get blown off course.
Oh yes. Here's the mighty Yarra. We're now exploring a little bit of Melbourne before meeting up with David and Ryan for lunch. We're in Federation Square now. We enjoyed a lovely lunch with Dave and Ryan before journeying back down to the Young Jackson pub and the obligatory visit to the painting of Chloe upstairs before we return to our ship and on with our journey.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Here's to Chloe.
Here's to Chloe.
She's just upstairs there.
Just sailing out of the beautiful city of Melbourne. There's the Spirit of Tassie back up in its house, at its deck, pier, whatever.
Pier lights come up really bright.
Yeah. We are sailing. We are sailing. We just heard Rod Stewart's song sung at the show, which we've just come back from. Here comes the pilot to guide us into Burnie. The pilot's been dumped and they're off again. Guess what they export out of Burnie? It's not sand, it's wood chip. All those trees, mulched torpole. Getting a little push from this chap. We had to reverse him. The captain did a very good job of reverse parking. We've come to the Helios Road Distillery. How's that? Isn't that clever? Made out of paper mache. And Helios Road Distillery has a lovely restaurant in which we'll imbibe after. We're going to do a tour of how they make whiskey and gin and vodka, is it? They make here. Wow.
Very similar to what we use in the dairy industry and being owned by a dairy company.
Yeah.
They are quite accessible. Yes. Apart from the grain silos down the back, they were shipped over from Victoria.
Yeah,
so we don't pay any tax on it.
Right.
Till it goes out through the roller door to be bottled.
Right.
So we like to leave our whiskey in here for aging as long as possible.
Yes, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. Oh, I wish I could film that smell.
So what you're going to do is fill half the neck of the bottle. When you get to here, probably slow it down a little bit because it does tend to foam.
Can I explain the process?
Yeah. This is Norm's dream.
So we had 21,000 litres of hot water.
Norm has to sign the book because he bottled that bottle. He gets his own special bottling number. Norm's just put on upside down. That's him. He's down under. He can't help it. After a lovely lunch in the restaurant, we dragged ourselves away from Helios Road Distillery, headed back into Burnie Town Centre where we saw some more awesome paper mache models, and then back to the ship. Good night, farewell Burnie. We spent most of the next day at sea just relaxing by the pool and enjoying the shipboard facilities. Today, the 3rd of March, I turned 70, my very special birthday, out at sea, sailing on the water somewhere between Australia and New Zealand. I took these clips from the screen on board the ship's monitor just to show where we were as I was turning 70. And in the evening, Norm and I dined out at the Pinnacle Bar and enjoyed a very special night, being thoroughly spoiled and treated with lots of love by my very special man. Thank you very much for a lovely birthday, Norm. It was wonderful. During Friday, as we cruised further towards Milford Sound, we were entertained for hours watching these awesome creatures, albatross birds, who joined us and glided and swooped and flew along beside our ship as we sailed through the water. Wonderful experience.
Still on his wings there.